Oh, KSI's fight, man. I heard the news. It sucks for Alex. Obviously, he has a concussion. He can't fight, but now this puts KSI into a corner. If he doesn't accept the fight with me, we all just know that he's scared. KSI, I will come to London. I will weigh 180 pounds for the fight. You could be the A side. What's your excuse? Do you accept?
LOL, I'm fucking dead.
Immediately step up to the plate to fight KSI, even though I've been raging for the past 6 days. I agreed to all of his terms, 180 pounds, fighting him in London, and then I even said I would fight him for free. You could be the A side. What's your excuse? Do you accept? But KSI still ducked me, and this is officially the biggest duck of all time.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Guys, this is absolutely absurd what KSI just did here. He is now fighting one of his friends.
I'm seeing all these comments about the fight. The fight's happening on the 27th. I'm seeing these comments, especially Jake Paul, chatting shit. Mate, your brother's already got punched up by KSI, and now you want to get punched up too. Keep running your mouth, mate, and you'll see what will happen to you.
What's good, my little Kimmy? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing lit tie. Already know what time it is. Now let's go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now guys, the F3 in the UK, it just continues once again. And now it looks like it's between KSI, Swarmz, and Jake Paul.
What? What are you talking about?
I know, Woody, it sounds like the start of a bad joke, and we're gonna break it all down way more in this video, but you already know what you gotta do. You just gotta like, comment, subscribe, keep up to date, I'm gonna drop a banger like this one, and hit that notey, because you ain't a nitty, so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, initially, I wasn't going to cover this story because I usually cover music on here, but then I realized KSI technically counts as a musician, and Swarmz is an artist, if you could believe it.
I do not believe this!
So I can't lie, this story is semi-music related. But yeah, just to give you some background of what's going on. Essentially, KSI was due to fight fellow YouTuber Alex Wasabi on the 27th of August. However, Alex has recently received a concussion and has been deemed unfit to participate in the boxing match. So we have now ended up with KSI versus Swarmz.
What the fuck?
And I already wasn't interested in him fighting Alex Wasabi, but him fighting Swarmz, he might as well be fighting Roll Safe at that point. I can't even lie to you. I mean, Swarmz, look at his face. He looks like he just woke up from a nap. He looks like he just finished cracking one off. He looks like he couldn't even fight a scarecrow in that picture. It is not calm.
I'm just saying.
But if you want to know how we got from this to this, allow me to explain. Now, of course, once Alex Wasabi cancelled this fight, your boy Jake Paul, he's kind of like Nines at this point. Nines can smell that gelato from a while away, but Jake Paul can smell that money and clout from a mile away.
You get it? Cause I don't.
So he hopped onto IG to challenge KSI to a boxing match, saying he will replace this Alex Wasabi guy. Take a look at this clip.
It sucks for Alex. Obviously, he has a concussion. He can't fight, but now this puts KSI into a corner. If he doesn't accept the fight with me, we all just know that he's scared. KSI, I will come to London. I will weigh 180 pounds for the fight. You could be the A side. What's your excuse? Do you accept?
So Jake Paul said he's ready for smoke, he's ready for war. In the words of Deji from Love Island, he doesn't want peace, he wants problems, always. But it looks like KSI was not having it, as he responded saying this. So then you could have fought Tommy Fury in England on my undercard. Or is it that you didn't want to fight a boxer? So you're admitting that you're actually just full of shit this whole time. Now what he's referring to here is, of course, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Tommy Fury on August 6th, so would have been yesterday, but Tommy couldn't get into the US for some reason. People were saying it was due to his dad having a criminal conviction or something like that, even though he was in LA a month before, so it didn't really make sense. But due to that disappointing fact, KSI offered Jake Paul the chance to fight Tommy on KSI and Alex Wasabi's undercard, and it seems that for some reason Jake Paul denied this. But then now the fact that Jake is offering to fight KSI in the UK, KSI's kind of looking at it like, well, you acted like you didn't want to come to the UK and now you do want to come to the UK, so you were basically full of doo-doo when you didn't want to fight Tommy, because Tommy is an actual boxer, which is a fair point, I can't lie.
Yeah, that's true.
Now let's go back to my nigger on the floor.
KSI then continued by saying, "You and MVP are so untrustworthy." MVP, of course, Most Valuable Promotions, which I believe is Jake Paul's promo team for all the fights that he does and stuff like that. First Tommy, Rahman, and now Wasabi. Even when you do put on events, all you do is lie to your fans and inflate your numbers by like 50 times. We know your dealings with each promotion and what you actually make. It's a joke. The industry now knows that you are not the draw you've portrayed yourself to be. Your stock is down bad and you don't get to dictate shit to me, mate. You think you're clever, but we anticipated you'd pull something like this. Plus, you'll probably try to pull some shit causing our event to cancel too, just like your flop event did. Talking about the one with him and the person Jake Paul was supposed to fight. You tried to drain Rahman so that there would be no life left in him when he fought you with the rehydration clause. You fought a man fresh out of hip surgery. You fought and beat a past his prime Woodley with 3 weeks notice. You made Gibb fight at a weight that you knew he would struggle to reach with such short notice. The list goes on and on. All of that ain't gonna work with me, fam. We will fight on my terms, and when we do, it'll be done on the biggest stage. I'm talking Wembley Stadium, fam, with a huge camp tailored just for you and I, so that there are no excuses when we fight. None of this short notice shit. What KSI is basically saying here is that in the past, the people that Jake Paul's fought previously, so people like Anderson Gibb, Tyron Woodley, it's the KSI saying Jake Paul always seems to find some way to give himself an advantage, whether he's fighting someone who's past their prime, whether he's making someone get to a weight that they wouldn't be comfortable with. He's saying Jake Paul's always got these little caveats and nuances that would put him at an advantage in the fight. But KSI is saying that is not going to work with him. If he's going to fight Jake Paul, he doesn't want to do it on some wishy-washy, nonsensical, last-minute type of vibe. He wants it to be done properly, and he wants it to have months of hype, have anticipation. He wants it on the biggest stage. He wants the whole world to see when he knocks Jake Paul out. Now, I can't actually speak on whether or not Jake Paul did these things that KSI is claiming, so people who have actually been following, you know, Jake Paul fights will be able to let me know in the comment section down below. But Jake Paul did not like this in the slightest, as he responded saying KSI is ducking him and KSI don't want this smoke. Long story short, this is officially the biggest duck of all time.
Just happened between KSI and I. Basically, my opponent pulled out because he couldn't make weight. He didn't want to make weight. And then Alex Wasabi, KSI's opponent, got a concussion, so Alex had to pull out, leaving us both without a fight. Now this puts KSI into a corner. If he doesn't accept the fight with me, we all just know that he's scared. I immediately step up to the plate to fight KSI, even though I've been raging for the past 6 days. I agreed to all of his terms, 180 pounds, fighting him in London, and then I even said I would fight him for free. You could be the A side. What's your excuse? Do you accept? But KSI still ducked me, and this is officially the biggest duck of all time. I mean, think about it. KSI could make $50 to $100 million by fighting me. I said I would fight for free. Now he's throwing up smoke screens, trying to convince people for some other reason that he's not taking this fight. Oh, we could do it bigger. We could do it at Wembley Stadium. We could do it. Shut up, man. You're scared to fight me. This is your opportunity to cut me down 20 pounds over the next 20 days and to make all of the money from the event. KSI, fighting me right now would have been your best chance. I have to cut all of this weight. I'm not in camp right now. My team is nowhere around me. We would have to reassemble, fly to the UK with the time difference, fight in front of all of your fans. You said you had the mindset. You said that you're going to win no matter what.
I've got the mindset of no one can beat me. No one can beat me.
You think you can beat Jake right now? You think you can beat Jake?
Yes. So I think he should fight on my card. I think he should fight in the UK. I think he should fight at my weight. I think all these things. And do you think Jake's going to be like, yeah, sure, great, yes, sir, KSI?
I'm willing to be B-side. I'm willing to go to London. I'm willing to weigh 180 pounds, yet you still don't want to make this fight happen because of short notice shit. Well, guess what? The fight that you're about to do right now is on short notice. Whatever opponent you're going to announce, no one's going to give a fuck about them. So your fight is going to be a short notice fight regardless. The bottom line is you're scared, and now you're trying to confuse everyone as to why this happened or why you shouldn't do it. We're not buying it. You officially just became the biggest bitch of all time. And KSI just tweeted hating on me for taking a fight against Tyron Woodley on 3 weeks' notice, basically saying he's an old UFC guy, trying to discredit guarantee you, you would never fight Tyron Woodley. And he's ready to step in to fight you on 3 weeks' notice. So if he's just some old UFC guy that you're trying to discredit, why not fight him instead of this no-name opponent you're about to throw in? Because Tyron Woodley's a much bigger name, but you won't do it.
You think you can beat Jake?
Yes. Yes.
KSI, just admit that you're buying time. Admit that you're not ready to fight me yet. That's what we want to hear. We know your ego is in the way of that. You're acting all tough. You're saying all of these things over the internet, tweeting a million times to try to cover your tracks. But the bottom line is, and even your fans see it because under your tweets, the top comment from your fans is just, take the fight, bro. So just admit it. What? You can't do that? We're not mad at you, but we know. We know what's going on here, and the bottom line is you don't want to fight.
I don't know what kind of herb from Jamaica you've been smoking, but that is disgusting crap.
I gotta be honest, you know, as much as I hate to admit it, Jake Paul, he's making some valid points in this video. I can't lie. I can't lie. He's making some valid points. I can't see any reason why KSI, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of KSI, but I can't see any reason why he wouldn't take this fight other than not being ready for the smoke. Like, it kind of looks like he's ducking him. I gotta be honest. Like, all that stuff about we'll do it at Wembley and all of that. Come on, you're doing it at the O2. That's good enough. Like, come on. Again, don't get me wrong. I don't know much about boxing, so I can't speak on it too tough. But based on what I'm hearing Jake Paul, he's saying that he's not even going to get paid for this. Like, he just wants the smoke and he's agreeing to KSI's terms. But KSI saying we'll do it on my terms. But Jake Paul saying he's agreeing to the terms. It's like, well, whose terms is it then? Is it his terms or is it his terms? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is KSI ducking? You gotta let me know in the comment section down below. All I know is I'd rather see KSI versus Jake Paul than KSI versus Swarmz any day of the week. That's for damn sure. Jake Paul, of course, went on to mock the fact that KSI is fighting Swarmz instead of fighting him with this to say. KSI versus Swarmz.
LOL, I'm fucking dead.
Don't they have music together? He's fighting someone who has never fought before, and that is his friend. This fight should be for free. Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather after KSI, and KSI is fighting Swarm. UC and Deji should be the main event. Swarmz, of course, did not seem to like that Jake Paul was violating him, so Swarmz came back on IG with this to say.
Guys, this is absolutely absurd what KSI just did here. He is now fighting one of his friends.
I'm seeing all these comments about the fight. The fight's happening on the 27th. I'm seeing these comments, especially Jake Paul, chatting shit. Mate, your brother's already got punched up by KSI, and now you want to get punched up too. Keep running your mouth, mate, and you'll see what will happen to you. Come London, bro. It's easy to run your mouth up on social media, but real life, bro, I know you're not about this life, bro. We're from the streets here, bro. Yeah? Let me show you something right now. You think me and KSI are friends? You lot have lost the plot.
Why do you niggas capping so hard?
We've done one song together. That's it.
A lie, a lie, a lie.
We don't speak. We follow each other. We don't speak.
Cap.
He ain't my friend, bro. He knows what he's done. And yeah, 27th, you're going to see me. I'm a madman. Watch.
I can tell you're a very good liar.
And honestly, I can't lie, has to be one of the best acting performances I've ever seen in my life. Swarmz saying that him and KSI aren't friends is absolute cap. Because when KSI was going to get #1 for his album, you see Swarmz all under his comments saying, my bro, blah, 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 blah. So they are friends. Let's just cut the cap there now. Unless something's happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. You know, you got to shout out to Swarmz, you know, man. He's like the UK 6ix9ine. He's always trying to find some way to stay relevant. So I gotta respect it, you know. He's willing to do whatever it takes to keep his name in the public eye. So I gotta respect it. I can't lie. I gotta give it up to Swarmz, man. I will say, if KSI loses to Swarmz, then he should never box ever again in his life. And yeah, that's I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't know.
And at least for now, that appears to be the end of the situation. My personal opinion on all of it is that, yeah, honestly, I just think KSI should just take the fight. Like, that's the fight we want to see. That's the fight we've been waiting to see. It's been gone for so long. KSI's been training. Jake's just been out partying. Like, it's like, it just looks like all the stars are perfectly aligned for this fight to happen. And if you end up fighting Swarmz, then it kind of looks like you're ducking Jake. I just got to be honest. To me, it just looks like he's not ready to fight Jake, which I think is okay if he's not ready to fight Jake. But I'd prefer if you just said that than, like, you know, coming up with all these excuses and saying you'll do it at Wembley. Like, I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of hearing Jake's point. Like, that just sounds like all I hear is wah. Like, I just hear a bunch of excuses. Again, I don't know enough about boxing to really give a full opinion on it, but this is why I usually cover music, you know what I mean? But that's what it looks like to me. But someone in the comments can let me know the whole nuances of it and the ins and outs and whatnot. But yeah, in the words of anyone,
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
let me know if you think about this in the comment section down below. What do you think about this whole beef between KSI's, Jake Paul, and Swarmz? Do you think that KSI's ducking Jake Paul? Do you think Jake Paul's ducking KSI? You let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 2,000 subs. You already know what time it is. Follow my personal IG at the Only Lit TNT. If you care about what I do, I'm not posting these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there. Because what else you do in real life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black, and if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing.